What's going on, men? Today we're talking about women. Can I get a hallelujah in the comments? Today we're going to be talking about women. My next couple of videos will be about relationships, how to do them well, what to look for. Today's video specifically is on 5 traits that you should be looking for in a godly wife. And we'll kick off right here. The very first trait that you should be looking for in a woman is wisdom. Wisdom. How does she run her life? Does she run it in an orderly fashion? Does she handle her affairs well? This is a really important matter because if you get married to this girl and you ever have to leave, you want your home to be taken care of well. In addition, you want her to be able to make good decisions if you're not there. You generally want her to make good decisions. So she needs to have wisdom. And that doesn't mean that she can't have silliness, she can't be a silly person, but being a silly person and being a fool are two different things. You don't want to marry a foolish woman. Marry a wise woman. The second thing that you should look for in a woman is humility. And specifically what I'm looking for is not just like, oh, I'm not good at anything. That's not humility. That's pride trying to make itself look like humility. A good indicator of whether or not a woman has humility is how does she handle criticism, and how does she handle someone telling her that she did something wrong. Most women today will not take any kind of blame. They won't accept that they have done something wrong. They won't say, I'm sorry. A humble woman is going to recognize that she's done something wrong. And if she's humble, she'll also apologize when she's done something wrong. And it will be genuine. It won't be a backhanded, I'm so sorry that you suck at whatever. It's going to be a really genuine apology. That's just an example, but humility is really important because living with a person who's full of pride is freaking terrible. So don't do it. The third thing that you want to look for in a godly woman is a gentle spirit. And this kind of goes along with having wisdom and having humility. Usually, if the woman has wisdom, she has humility, she'll also have a gentle spirit. But basically, she's not an abrasive person. Not to say that she can't ever stand up for herself or she can't ever, get into conflict with people, but she's just gracious. You know women like that. Your grandmother's probably like that. She's probably a gracious woman, unless she's one of those ones that dyed her hair purple or something. And then, maybe she's not very gracious then. Having a gentle spirit really indicates that this girl loves the Lord. If she has a gentle spirit, it means that she's confident. It means that she has a good relationship with the Lord because she trusts Him. A gentle spirit is an indicator of a lot of really good traits. It's a good culmination of a lot of different things, all in one package. The fourth thing that you want to look for in a godly woman is a woman who treats male authority well. And the reason that this is important is because you, as a man, are going to be the head of your household. So, seeing how this woman treats the male authorities in her life, her bosses, her father, her grandfather, her pastors, the people who are in authority over her in her life who are men, see how she treats them. Because how she treats them is a good indication of how she's going to treat you when you are her husband. Don't mess around with a girl who does not show respect to the male authorities in her life. And it's not like me trying to be misogynistic. It's just you recognizing that if she's not going to treat her bosses well, if she's not going to treat her father well, if she's not going to treat her pastors well, if she's not going to respect them, she probably will not respect you. Important to keep in mind. The fifth thing that you need to look for in a godly woman is a woman who shares your values. And what I mean by that is not just she believes in Jesus and she has a relationship with Jesus, but what does she think about politics? What does she think about handling money? What does she think about raising children? What does she think about sex? All of the important stuff in life. You want to see eye to eye on the important stuff in life. You know, if you don't have a lot of the same hobbies, but you see eye to eye on most issues, that's a really good thing. When I was dating my wife, one of the things that really attracted me to her was that she was a strong woman who had wisdom and had humility, and she had a gentle spirit, and she treats the male authorities in her life really well. She respects them. But the thing that got me was she and I saw eye to eye on how to raise children. She and I saw eye to eye on politics. We saw eye to eye on how to handle finances, on all the important stuff in life. We saw eye to eye, but we had almost none of the same hobbies. Her idea of a good time is don't do anything, be in your PJs, hang out in bed, watch the TV, watch the movies. And I'm like, my idea of a good time is go outdoors, do some hard work, do some push-ups, climb some rocks, shoot some guns, be active. And even though we don't have a lot of the same hobbies, my life has been really peaceful with my wife because we don't have to have arguments about how to raise children. We don't have arguments about money. We don't have arguments about religion. We don't have arguments about politics. The arguments that we have are largely, what are we going to do with our Saturday night or our Friday night? And that's a good problem to have. So those are the 5 traits that I recommend that you start looking for in the women around you. And if you don't see one of these things in the woman that you think is really attractive, or that you're kind of, have your eye on, it's not a good idea to go pursue that. I'm going to talk about it a little more in future videos, but you do not want a charity case. And you do not want to just be looking for a good time. You're looking for a wife who can build a legacy with you. Let me say that again. You are not looking for a charity case, and you are not looking for a good time. You are looking for a wife. A woman that you can spend the rest of your life with, that you can trust with the most important parts of your life, that you can trust with your livelihood, that you can trust with your children, and that you can trust to build a legacy with you and to encourage you in the faith. That's the kind of woman that you're looking for. You're not looking for some hottie who's going to be good in the sack, and you're not looking for, some broken, beat-up girl that you can love so that she can be fixed and she can be better. That's not a wise choice. I understand wanting to help a girl who seems in distress, who seems to have all these issues, and if I could just love her, I could help fix her and make her life better. Girls like that do not need boyfriends. Girls like that need good friends. So be a good friend. Don't try to be her boyfriend. You're just going to have problems. So those are the things that I recommend you look for in women. I love you guys. Become great men. Relentlessly pursue great women. That might get taken out of context. Regardless, I'm going to stick with it. Relentlessly pursue great women. Relentlessly pursue the Lord. And He'll bless you with a woman just like this. You might be thinking to yourself, man, I can't find any girl with these 5 traits. Pursue the Lord. He'll send one your way. I promise. Love you guys. Bye.